If you're seeing this video, that means you probably just bought my non-automated task tracker, and we're going to show you how to set it up. If you're looking for the automated task tracker, make sure to click on the automated task tracker file instead, because the instructions will be a bit different. But for the non-automated task tracker, everything is automatically preloaded for you. All you have to do is a couple of things. First thing is on the recurring task, we need to add all of our recurring tasks. So right here you have daily, semi-weekly, weekly, semi-monthly, monthly, every 2 months, quarterly, semi-annual, and annual. If you don't like these names and want to change them, you can do so in column M. So let's say instead of semi-annual, I want every 6 months. I can do that. And now on my drop down, it will say every 6 months instead of semi-annual. You can also adjust the day threshold, and this is what's going to be used to determine whether or not the days since the last time it was added to your list have been exceeded or not. So daily tasks are going to be added every day. Semi-weekly tasks are going to be added every 3 days, weekly 7 days, and so forth. So you can customize that however you want based off of whatever you want to do. So for example, for quarterly, instead of 92 days, some people, if you want 90 days, you can change that to 90 days and it will adjust the to add based on 90 days since the last time it was added instead of 92 days. So let's go ahead and add some dummy data, or if you have real data, feel free to do that. So we'll go ahead and put daily, semi-weekly, weekly, and we'll leave it at that. For type, this will always be recurring. So you can type recurring once and drag that down. Task list, this is where your task is going to go. So I'll just put task 1. And then I will drag that down. You can put actual tasks right there. Progress/status will always be not started. So we'll type not started and we'll drag that down. Priority will be 1 space dash space recurring. And if you try to drag this down, it will automatically update to 2 and 3. But if you were to put 1 in front of both of those, then select both and then drag it down to however far you want to go, it will remain as 1. And make sure that it does have 1 dash space dash recurring. Otherwise, it won't work for the actual task list because it won't align with the proper drop-down options. For deadline, we want to make this dynamic. So we want this to update to equals today, open parentheses, close parentheses. And it may try to autofill. If that's the case, simply delete the extra options. And that's because you don't need the option unless there's an actual task there. So you can drag that formula down. If you want to have 3 days to complete the task, then you can put today plus 3, and that will give 3 days from whatever day today is for that deadline. The reason why you don't want to have a fixed number for this deadline is because that day is going to be in the past. So we don't want to add a deadline in the past. We want that to dynamically update based off of today's date. If there's a link affiliated, so for example, a website or a report link, you can add that right there. Task focus is going to be a drop down, and that's going to come from this task type. So if this does not make sense for your position, update it, no big deal. So if you want to put whatever, you can go up to 20, you can do whatever you want. And whenever you do that, it will simply be in the same order as you have listed over here. So let's go ahead and add some of these for the task focus. And we're almost done here. And just so you know, you don't have to have a deadline. You can leave that blank. All right, so for last added, you'll need to put a date. And this is the date that it is for last added. If you want to add today's date, you can put control, semicolon, and it will automatically add today's date. If you want to add a date in the past, you can simply type it in like you normally would. But there has to be a date here. If there is no date, then there'll be no day since last added. And if there's no day since last added, it can't determine whether or not this task needs to be added to the task list or not. So let's go ahead and add a date to all 3 of these. And as you can see, we have 0 days since the last one because we added today's date. So depending on when you want that task to be added to the task tracker, you may need to add a date in the past. So let's say that tomorrow I want both this task and this task to be added to the task tracker. As you can see here, we have semi-weekly. So that means that instead of every 1 day, like this one would be, it's going to be added every 3 days. So for this one, instead of having the 2nd, we need to actually have January 30th, which is 2 days since the last. And then when tomorrow rolls around, it will determine that there's been 3 days since the last time it was added, and it will be eligible to be added again. So you just need to do a little bit of math at the beginning. So that way it's added on the date that you want it. Once these are set up, you can start using the task tracker. So you can go to the instructions tab, and you can watch the full walkthrough video, and that will show you exactly how to use the task tracker. Let me know if you have any questions, and like and comment for more.